Welcome to The Platform, the podcast where we learn about platform public speaking in the professional spheres of personal and professional development. Hello guys, I'm once again doing a double catch-up. We're going to be talking about the power of public relations. Many of you know that those of you who listen to my other podcasts know that I am a deeply spiritual man. And that becomes a huge part. My faith becomes a huge part of everything I do. And I think that goes well with people who want to go into platform public speaking. Because here's the thing. To be a platform public speaker, you really need to care about your target market and your target audience, right? Now, let me give you some tools that are going to help you. Okay? I think I'm going to give you 4, if you don't mind. The first one is master the feat of storytelling. What? That's a huge part of public speaking. Is can you tell a story and wrap it around your message to your audience? Telling a story is part of it. Whether it's a personal life story or the story that gets to the point of your message. Storytelling is a very key element. And so it's not something I think that should be neglected as a tool for public relations. Because your story brings everything down to where you fine tune your message that you're trying to communicate to your audience. Okay? Now you think about it. In many ways, this goes back to what we talked about in the 3rd episode. Tell them what they can do and tell them what they know. Your story should inspire, but also be willing to impart some knowledge. Now, I'll give you another one, and this is one of my favorite methods for public relations. In fact, I use it very often. And that is a very, how do I say it? This is a tool. This is not your father's tool in public relations. Okay, yeah, press releases are wonderful. But there's nothing like blogging. You know, I'm just going to be honest with you, at first. When we were talking about some of the great platform speakers, I think the best platform speakers start out as bloggers, people that create articles on LinkedIn, and I've yet to learn how to create a good article on LinkedIn, so I use my blogging instead as a tool, if you know what I mean. So And to be honest with you, blogging goes beyond, in many ways, what we are talking about. Blogging is an excellent tool in public relations. It's a great idea. It's a great idea to get your message across, because if you blog regularly, which I try to blog at least 3 times a week, so that people see what I got out there. And it's always about a story or a concept, something to, how do I say it, wrap myself around. I love blogging. I remember I first heard about it when I was in graduate school. Of course, graduate school was ill-fated. But I remember hearing professors talking about blogs. And I remember my mother was taking me back to graduate school, and I said, well, Mama, I think maybe I'll just start a political blog. And back then, that was when I had some political admissions. And my mother is like, son, what is a blog? I said, Mother, it's kind of like an online journal, if you will. But you write about a variety of topics. She said, I've never heard of such a thing. Where did you hear about it? I said, class. I said, really? The blogosphere is a thing of the 2000s and onward. And if you ask me, it's here to stay. Because a lot of bloggers have a wonderful story to tell. Okay? Bloggers, they want to inspire. They want to convey some good messages, if you know what I mean. That's why I love blogging. Yesterday, when I talked about the power of product, this is something that kind of gives things away from me in many ways. A book that I wrote called The Winning Personality, a values-based approach to entrepreneurship in this economy. I took some blog posts I had made over, I guess a year. And it took me 4 years to complete it. And voila. The Winning Personality, a values-based approach to entrepreneurship in this economy. Now, I haven't used blogging as a tool like that ever since. But you know what? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Because you learn that. All right, here's one. And I gotta be honest with you, this is a double-edged sword. It can be towards your good, it can be towards your detriment. And that is social media. I'm on Facebook some of the time. But I have my social media that I prefer to be on. YouTube is one. I have yet to master the art of TikTok, because it's hard for me to have something that short and be focused with my ADD. But I do better with YouTube. I do better with LinkedIn. I do better with Truth Social. And the fact of the matter is this. Social media, blogging, storytelling, that's where you build your brand. Okay? Now, Saturday is where I use some of these combined tools together. All right? Because the episode I'm using for the Saturday one, and I know I'm doing a lot of catch up, and so please forgive me. The Saturday episode is going to be acclamation success. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a topic that is going to be on my main podcast. And I'm going to make a speech about it and see how that goes using the tools that I know. And that way we grow this again. Now, I'll take Sunday off, and then I will come back Monday and do one more week. This is the last week for a while where I do daily podcasts here on the platform. But it's essential for you to know what's going on. Okay? Now, I hope you enjoy listening to the platform. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the platform community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, practice your craft and live what you speak. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, take care and God bless.